Hi, Taurus. It's giving, how did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. It's feeling a little heavy. Welcome to your shadow season. With you being Taurus, the sign of I have, your opposite is Scorpio, I desire. So, welcome to your shadow, where it's time to get really, really real about what is it that you fucking want. And what are you willing to do to make those desires your actual possessions? You know? What's up? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2024. Excuse mic noises if there are any. Me and this motherfucking mic. Hydrate, light it if you need it. I'm going to go ahead and pray because let's create a safe space. Welcoming in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2024. Y'all, I've been fighting to do this one. I don't know why. It's always the fucking shadow season sign that it's like pulling my own teeth to get this reading done. It was the same way. It's like, if it's Libra season, Aries was hard. Virgo season, Pisces was hard. And there's something deeply introspective. There's something very quiet. There's something still. There's something tethered yet untethered. There's a stubbornness. There is a curiosity. There's fear. Because this is the season of intimacy. And not just sexual intimacy. Because what makes sex really good is that profound vulnerability. When you've taken your armor off and are really able to feel safe to bear your whole self, emotionally, spiritually, and physically with someone. And I feel like this season is really going to force you to redefine intimacy. I don't know his name, but Queer Cosmos, he said something about Scorpio season and intimacy, and he described it as into me see. And with you being the bull and you having them horns, it's very easy for you to just strike rather than be seen fully, or to bear yourself and then to run. It's, there's something there around letting someone see into you. There's something really profound about the gift of someone showing their raw, naked soul to you. And it's deep. and it needs to be honored. And if you're feeling dishonored in some way, or feeling disrespected or discarded, don't just sweep those emotions under the rug. What did this experience show you? What have your recent experiences shown you about yourself? How you show up as a partner, how you are as a lover, how you are as a person to relate to. And I feel like there's so much depth available to you. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you're comfortable up here on the surface, but you have profound capacity for depth. And you need somebody that can match you there. And I feel like there's something about doing your part to find out sooner if somebody, or quicker, if somebody can match you there, can go to those depths with you. So you don't have to get bored. You stay up here, but you get bored up here, you know? And so there's something about like acknowledging that you want more. What do you desire? And what are you going to have to do to make those desires your possessions? Not what someone else is going to have to do, or how someone else is going to have to step up. What do you have to do? For some of you, that's walking away. For some of you, that's opening up. For some of you, that's therapy. I'm not taking this, but the Hangman, there's something there about what has you feeling stuck. What do you need to surrender to? What do you need to let go of? Is there issues going on with shame or guilt or humiliation? And don't you know that the divine wants to give you a new cycle, wants to give you a new chapter, wants to give you a fresh start? But how can you grab this fresh start if you stay here? What's got you so caught up? And how were you an active participant in you getting caught up? All right. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2024. It's time to tap into like what's going on with our mental health. How are we taking care of ourselves? How can we take things to the next level in self-care and self-love? Are you being too indulgent? Are you being lazy? Let's see. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh, the cards want to be real reticent with you today, huh? They're taking their time, making sure they give very specific messages. And look at that. The Ace of Wands. So the first thing to be clarified on the Selenite throne in Scorpio season, your shadow season 2024, is what do you do with these new opportunities that come in? When new relationships, new friendships, new connections, new opportunities come in, how do you handle them? Are you in the position to take on new things? The divine wants to give you the magic wand of manifestation, wants to bring this influx of physical, spiritual, sexual energy, wants to maybe help you deepen your relationship with someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, wants you to learn a lesson from possibly this person or this connection or this opportunity. But the Three of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. And I want you to be careful about numbing. This could be drinking too much, smoking too much, partying too much promiscuous sex. There's something here about like the divine wants to give you this influx of energy. The Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck wants to give you that wants to give you new things. Are you going to squander them? Your ruling planet Venus is now in Sagittarius on November 11th, 11/11. She goes into Capricorn and shit gets real. Be sure to check out that Scorpio season astrology video. It has all of the important astrological aspects and transits that you need to know about in Scorpio season. But right now, Venus is in mutable fire. And so she's attracting in spontaneity, opportunities, attracting in vitality, attracting in adventure, attracting in new philosophies. Because that's the thing. Venus is in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is I understand, and then Capricorn is I do. There's some really important shit that the divine needs you to understand, like your philosophies getting updated, your education getting updated, your relationship to adventure, your relationship to faith, your relationship to purpose, your relationship to travel. Who you are has evolved so much that it's like you need to like understand some new shit before Venus goes into Capricorn and you start doing the old shit and the old behaviors, taking old understandings, old narratives, old emotional responses into what's supposed to be a whole new energy. So for some of you, there's new opportunities, there's new tests, there's new chances to update, to upgrade. And though you're an earth sign and your ruling planet is in a fire sign right now, you may be tempted to fuck around. You may be tempted to really like play and distract yourself and adventure and, you know, just be out in the world. Make sure while you're doing those things that you are attempting to like really do some emotional and soulful inventory. That's what this feels like. It's time for some soul inventory. Because that old cycle can't come with you. The world reverse is like the divine, like it's like the universe. There's so much that's like, no, we've got to complete this thing. And you may be like, la 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 la, but I want to stay here and this is comfortable and this is what we got to do. It's like there's an ending of a cycle. The divine's trying to give you this influx of energy that you need to end the cycle, but you got to acknowledge that maybe you're afraid to end the cycle. Maybe you're afraid to close out that thing. Maybe you're afraid to leave that job or afraid to break up with that person or afraid to travel or afraid to move, afraid to like level up in some sort of way. But baby, you got to. And there's this radical shift of the mind. There's a bravery that's needed that's going to put you in the position to break out of an old cycle, especially if this has to do with somebody with Aquarius or Capricorn placements. I'll say if this involves somebody with Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Capricorn placements, there's something here about things won't feel in sync until you close out that cycle. Even my throat getting all choked up for y'all. Taurus rules the throat. And is your shit blocked? Is there a bunch of truth that's locked up in there? Are you afraid of hurting somebody's feelings? Are you afraid of disappointing some people? Are you afraid of letting people down? Some of you are afraid to end up like your parent, or afraid to be or operate like a parent. This may have something to do with a father figure. There could just be something around like a fear of becoming like them or disappointing them. I also feel like some of you don't realize how protected you are with the world reversed. You are so protected to move forward. You're so protected to accomplish this thing or complete this thing. Some of you have completed something and you still don't feel complete internally. You've accomplished something and you're like, something's still missing. Something doesn't feel, in sync. Something doesn't feel in flow. And I don't know how to address that. Slow down. Seven of Wands at the center of the reading, Two of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. With Temperance on the bottom of the deck, there's that Sagittarius energy. There may be somebody with Pisces or Sagittarius placements that's playing a big role in this season. I feel like there has been some stuff that has been upsetting and you are still in recovery. Some of you this is about addiction. Some of you, this is about a need to assess or acknowledge that some addiction or some substance, or maybe even being addicted to a person, being addicted to a sensation, being addicted to an emotion, has you caught the fuck up and you need moderation. You need recovery. This could be a recovery facility for some of you. Some of you are recovering from dealing with an extreme taker or someone with some narcissistic tendencies. Some of you may be extreme takers and have narcissistic tendencies. And it's time to take a step back and really, start getting into the emotional waters of like, what's going on? And if I keep doing what I'm doing, is this going to take me to my desired trajectory? If I keep doing what I'm doing, is this going to lead me where I want to go? Because you are on a journey. And a journey towards a crown. But are you behaving in such a way that's going to land you a dunce hat? With the Seven of Wands at the center of the reading, there's something here about standing up for what's right, standing up for yourself. You may be experiencing oppositional thoughts, intrusive thoughts. There could be just a miscalculation of like where you are at in life, where you stand in life, where you stand with someone, where you stand with this fire sign. There's a change in how you express or experience your physical, spiritual, and sexual energy. And you may be finding yourself rather defensive versus understanding that you've already gained higher ground and the name of the game is maintaining it. Some of you have taken on a bit more than you can chew. Some of you have multiple jobs. Some of you have entrepreneurial pursuits that you're afraid to expand upon or invest in, possibly. There's something there around like all that you're juggling, all that you've taken on. Is this what you desire? Is this what you want? Some of you may be playing the field. Some of you may feel like you're an option. And you got to figure out, is this the game you want to play? Do you feel safe in this? Do you feel safe with your choices? Do you feel safe juggling all that you've taken on? Because your mind wants to be renewed. And I feel like you have great ideas, great things to talk about, important conversations to have, very powerful truths will be spoken, very powerful aha moments will be spoken, and our powerful aha moments will be given to you in Scorpio season. I feel like some of you can actually like figure there's something about on like social media or a stream of revenue coming in from social media, from a podcast, from talking, from books, from lecturing, from public speaking, possibly starting something new where you're using your words, you're using your voice. I feel like there's money decisions to be made. And you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone and stand up for yourself. You may have to get out of your actual living situation. This could be about moving and you're not wanting to move. This could be about, doing way more traveling and you are scared to leave your comfort zone or you don't want to leave that. There's just something there around like, if I keep doing what I'm doing, is it going to get me where I want to go? That's the big question. What are you going to do with these opportunities that are coming in? Are you going to do the same old thing? Are you going to give these new people, these new relationships, the same old you? Are you tired of the loop? A cycle in your life wants to end and you're being real hard-headed. And some of you are fighting to just keep hustling versus allowing yourself to be brave and act on these new ideas that are coming in or the new desires that are coming in. Some of you are afraid to start over. But it's like if you allow yourself to understand that everything is unfolding as it is, if you allow yourself to give yourself balance and moderation and tolerance, if you allow yourself the healing that you need, if you allow yourself the slowdown that you need, versus just going full force, waving this wand all willy-nilly. Especially if you, okay, some of you, if you are a man or identify as a man, if you have a penis, I will say, excuse me, you need to be very careful about how you are wielding your sexual energy. There could be something here about pregnancy, or there could be something here about you fucking with the wrong one. You getting burned in some way, or if you break the wrong bitch's heart or break the wrong person's heart, they may go crazy on your ass. There's something here about like, be careful. If you have a new penis in your life, if there's a new relationship, somebody you're sexually attracted to, or someone you're actively having sex with and it's like newer, especially there could be just something long distance coming through. Also, you got to figure out if you want to participate in that. If there's a new relationship, you need to slow down and make sure you're asking the right questions before you have sex with this person. If you've already had sex with this person, it's time to start asking pertinent questions. You need to make sure that you know what you are getting yourself into. And that needs to be like common practice. I'm not saying that there's like something lurking behind the curtain. I mean, there always is. But there's something about like getting brave, using that throat chakra and asking the important questions. If you are looking for commitment, if you're looking for a relationship, you need to be asking that very quickly. You need to be establishing that very quickly. If you just want to play the field and you just want to have fun, you need to make that known really early. so you don't get caught up. Why does this light look like that? It looks like there's smoke here. I'm telling you, it's funny. I smoke. Like, you may catch some smoke if you out here fucking around with people, and like some of you, I just feel like be careful, because like if you playing games, or if you're out here not behaving like ethically or treating people's hearts with respect, um, you gonna fuck around and find the right one, and they're you will somebody's gonna get their lick back. Somebody is going to like fuck you over back, or cheat back, or like will get revenge. And if I say a whole lot of them, but flip it, it may be you. If you are tempted, if this is you and you're thinking about like cheating back or deceiving back or hurting somebody the way that they hurt you, please let me tell you, sit back and recover, do your part, do not take justice into your own hands, because the cosmic realm of justice will handle it so much better than you are able to. And if you play your cards right, you'll be able to see this person get their karma. So you just worry about recovering. You will see the consequences of that person that hurt you. You will see the consequences of their actions come to them if you take your hand off the wheel and quit trying, and just don't manipulate back. Remove yourself from the situation, know your worth, move forward. I don't know who that's for, but anyway, hydrate. One major arcana reversed, and then the ace. I feel like the closer that we get to Sagittarius season, there's like all these new lessons, there's all this new information that's come in, and it's like time to harness it into action. The ideas, the fantasy need to be made into form. So I feel like the closer that we get to Sagittarius season, the easier it will be for you to organize your thoughts and get ready. Some of you, there's this new opportunity that's coming in that I feel like just blindsides you. It may involve travel. It may involve going somewhere that you don't necessarily want to go. It could be, it could just put you in a position where you're fighting to keep things the same, or just call yourself out. You know, are you being resistant to the change that the divine is trying to give you? Are you being hard-headed about advice that's coming in for you? I feel like there may be somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that is at a distance from you, or there's like long distance or something there around, like um you don't want to admit that something meant the world to you, or something, or something is a big deal. And you may have your guard up and just try to play things off and just keep yourself worked, keep yourself busy, versus communicating how you actually feel, and opening your heart and letting yourself be intimate and letting yourself be seen. Excuse me. If you are dealing with somebody else that has Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements, I think that you guys are in very similar situations, and you both are either dating multiple people, or you both are really, really busy working, or you're both like hustling and trying to make money. You're both trying to like hop on a new timeline. You're both trying to create new prosperity and abundance for yourself. I feel like you're making decisions from a practical place, but finances may be the priority. And it's just really, really important to get grounded in reality. And are we on the same page? And a lot of you don't even need to ask that question. I feel like all you need to do is pay attention to this person's behavior. I also feel like some of you have been wanting a successful partner and you finally got one, and now you can't handle dealing with somebody that's busy. If you're in a relationship with somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, I feel like there is a world between you, or there's something like there is distance here or a defensiveness that's coming up. And it may be because something new has come into your life. Something or someone new has sparked new passion in you. And it may be causing defensiveness from somebody else, or defensiveness towards someone else. If you're dealing with a fire sign, I feel like they are going to respond defensively. They will be reactive. I don't know what that means, but there's something about like they will be reactive. They will display a lot of emotion or aggression, or there's just something about like be careful about deception or juggling multiple people, or just be careful. Tell the truth, shame the damn devil, and do your part to recover so that you can get more masterful in your emotions. There's some stuff underneath that bottom of the deck, Jesus. But that's for Patreon. Over there, we're going to clarify all these cards. There's all kinds of astrological content. There's a tier for daily readings. So be sure to check out Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything, TikTok at JustJEverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. Over there, you can book a personal reading with me, and all the links are in the description box below, so check that out. Taurus, sun, moon, and rising, I just feel like there's something in your life that feels like it's the world to you. And there's something about realizing how big the world is, how to get yourself out of this kind of small-minded or narrow-minded or small town feel. Like there could just be something there about breaking out and understanding what really matters to you, what you really want from your connections, what you really want from life itself. What do you desire? And what do you need to do step by step so it can get you to the place that you need to be, so that you can act on your authenticity, and so that you can speak your powerful truth, so you can say what needs to be said. But first, take time and recover and be with yourself and make sure that you know what you actually want, so that you're not, and that you get stable, that you're not just like creating, operating from a place of fantasy or delusion. Like, it's time to get real solid in this shit. Get your feet on solid ground. Don't be operating from the fantasy. Do the work that needs to be done so you can make that fantasy a reality, and not be a groupie and keep it fucking moving. I'm ready to clarify these cards. I'll see you over on Patreon. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.